already your
I'm
recording
recording.
has been posted in the YouTube. Our Sesha Chalaya has done the wonderful job.
Okay.
It is there.
So
in the
I'll
YouTube.
record and send it again.
Yeah, he said he has already done it. So that's why depending upon the number of times we repeat the slokas and depending upon the yantra, what is yantra? The diagrammatical representation of Devi as is revealed in the respective sloka or mantra, and yantra puja, tantra puja, then mantra puja, etc. are all having a lot of power, and they give a lot of vibrations, and there will be a badha nivarana or the desire fulfillment or anything, whatever we wanted. Because it is not just the Devi from our corporeal point we are discussing, but all the limbs that a human personality, male or female, would contain have got a great background, have got a great designing implication, and also the suggestion therefore after. That's what we understand, and especially that of the Stri, because the woman is energy, woman is Shakti, and that Shakti is wanted by one and all, but for the Shakti or Stri Shakti, the man is never complete, and he will be only half. Therefore, this, in fact, in Lalita Upakhyanam, you come to know that Devi said, you don't worry about, to all gods, you don't worry about helping us. We have got, the Durga Parameswari tells, we have got our own army. With that army, we will be able to put down those Dushta Rakshasas. And also the Danavotha Badha. In Durga Saptashti, she says, Yada Yada Danavotha Badha Bhavishyati Tada Tada Bhavishyamyaham. Whenever there is a great Badha out of the Danavas, then he will be coming up, taking one or the other avatars. And therefore, the avatara formation is not exclusive to only male gods. Even the female gods, goddesses, because these Rakshasas have got their own boons. So there are some gods have got to be killed by the Stri Shakti, because in their asking for the varams or boons, they accept, because they consider that woman is abala and they cannot expect any kind of defeat from women. And therefore, many people neglect it. That Mahishasura is one person, then Bhanda, and also Shumbhani Shumbhas, and all these people are like that. Now we are coming to, and in Saundarya Lahari, she is actually, because she has performed all her wonderful activity, and now she is relaxing. And so the beauty of Devi, because there is no scope to describe the beauty of Devi, whether in Lalita Sahasranamam very much, nor in the Durga Saptasati. But because in Durga Saptasati, she is just only the warrior, burning with anger. Therefore, when she became exclusively angry, Durga Parameswari, her face complexion became Masi Varnam. Masi Varnam Abhut means that the whole face turned black with anger. Like that. Now, which sloka we should do? 87, Amma, Himani. Bhavani will tell me what slokam we have on to do. Bhavani.
89, uncle, after Nakhair.
Okay, so that is good. Now in the 88th sloka.
Did it, uncle? We have to start 90.
Okay, anyway, I'll give you a summary of what we have done, because every time you read the sloka, they look new to you. You don't feel that you already know it, because the power is like that. For example, in the 88, the Padam Te Kirtinam, the feet of Parameswari has been described, and it is going to remove us all kinds of vipadas. Vipada is the opposite of sampada. So sampadas means all riches and gains, and vipadas are the losses. Not vipada does not mean only death or mrityu. Wherever there is loss and difficulty, that is all called. That's why we say apadam apahartaram. Vipadas, apada is more delicate because asamantat vipat is apada. Asamantat means you don't know in what direction the vipat will be striking people. Therefore, there and drushadi dayamanena vapusha. So dayamanena vapusha, and there's a Siva also described. And in the next sloka, where there is a nakhaihi nakastrinam karakamala sankocha sesivihi tarunam divyanam sahatayivate chandi charanau phalani swastebhyah kisalaya karagrena dadatam daridrebhyo bhadram sriyamanisham anhaya dadatau. This last line is so beautiful. He is telling you that daridranam or daridrebhya sriyam. See, word daridra means that all people who are born upon the land are karma jivas. Karmana bhajyate jantuhu and jnanena vimuchyate. That's what is being declared. So because there is a kind of papa sesha, runa sesha, we got pancharunas and some that of that. That's why we are all daridras. And for daridras, there should be somebody on whom one has to recline. That's why Purandaradasa, in one of his kirtanas, he says, Lo Narayana, Nanallavo Daridranu, Nine Daridranu Anta. He says that, oh Narayana, I am not a Daridra, you are the only Daridra. In a sense that if I have got problem or difficulty, I can rest upon you and I get it solved. But Vishnu, Narayana, if you have got a problem, you have nobody to advise you. You are Daridra Narayana. And you have to only yourself desire and come up with the solution and face all sorts of difficulties while executing that. So but in this case, her charanas is a Pada Varnana and Pada Mahima. And looking at that, the Nakastrinam Nakaihi Karakamala Sankocha Sesibihi. So all the Nakastris, that is the celestial women, they have come up to the Namaskara, folding their hands together. And there are the Tarunam Divyanam, means the celestial trees are there. And those divine trees in the heaven, they will fulfill, they will make a wish fulfillment to all people. That the Devi's feet, Devi's nails have such a mahima that they are able to give you all that. And again, that Seshi, that moreover, their divine feet with nails are shining like the brilliance of the moon. And see, brilliance of the moon is cool. Unless one is Sheshikanti, that is unless one is cool, they cannot be blessing. That's why it is said that nobody can hold umbrella for the moonlight. For moonlight, Purna Chandra brightness, nobody will hold unless he is a mad fellow. And therefore, what we want, he must have, we must be having the coolness. What is cool? Beautiful. Cool is happiness. That's why the word Sesibihi. And Charanau Chandi means her feet are indefeatable. Because we have noted that Devi's feet and eyes, those are the only two things free in her. because all her hands are with weapons. 4 hands, though she has, they are not free for us to bless. So through Drushti and through Pada Mahima, so Chandi Charanau, and Swastebhya Palani Dadatam. And how shall she give? So Kisalayagre, the celestial trees will give the phalam because of their kisalayas, their leaves and the branches. And so the nakas trees are also doing themselves. So we noted already that if you recite the 89th sloka, you will be getting rid of all sorts of ailments. The present COVID problem will slowly disappear, rather vanish, because the COVID is hunting Indians more and more. People living in India, and they're all tortured. And I was told, as you know, there's a big queue of ambulances waiting before the graveyard or at the crematoriums. And so they are waiting, not only while living people wait, even dead also bodies are kept on waiting. That's unfortunate state. But anyway, so Devi is able to help people to have emancipation. It's a pain reliever. And also any mechanical problems were to come, she will be able to give you such a successful mind that you will be able to do it. Now, I think we have got to know that the celestial women cannot have any more personal ego in them, but just to fold their hands before Devi and stand in obedience or in respect for Devi. Therefore, in Lalita Sahasranamam, you see Kamala Koti Koti Sevitaye Namo Namaha. Kamalas are Lakshmis. So whatever number of Lakshmi or Sampadas are available upon the earth, all that becomes a Kamala. And we do not know how many Lakshmis we want, though there are 8 Lakshmis, Ashtalakshmis are there, but beyond Ashtam or Enimidi or N2 or 8, so today is Ashtami. So Ashtami Chandra Vibhraj Dalika Sthala Sobhitaye Namo Namaha. So only Ashtami Chandra is free from any attack of the waxing and waning stature. Whether the moon is in waxing state or waning state, he will be that will be all that the same. And now recite the 90th. Dadane dinebhyaha.
Dadane dinebhyaha
Shriyamani sadrusi.
Shriyamanisha Mashanu
Amandam Saundarya Prakaram.
Amandam Saundarya Prakaram
Aravindam Vikirati.
Aravindam Vikirati
Tavasmin Mandarastabaka Subhage.
Tavasmin Mandarastabake
Stabaka Subhage.
Stabaka Subhage
Yatu Charane Nimajjan.
Yatu Charane Nimajjan
Karana Charanai Shatcharanatam.
Karana Charanaihi Satcharanatam.
So Shankaracharya, our guru, is fond of the butterfly, which has got 6 feet. Shatcharana. So in Sivananda Lahari also, you have got the Brahmara, because it's called Brahman Rauti iti. And that Brahmara and Brahmarambika are being brought into picture in Sivananda Lahari. And Lord Shiva is the husband of Adhipati of Brahmarambika. And that Brahmaras are having lot of influence and devotion towards that. Therefore, here also, the Pada Varnana of Devi, which is that is like lotus. And the lotus is a highly fragrant flower, and the bees will be hovering about, butterflies will be hovering around. And therefore, here the Devi is called as Subhage. Subhaga is fortunate. Fortunate goddess, because what is Adrushtam? That is, things are not visible, but they're all happening with giving you surprises. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also, the surprise a matter which everybody has got to face or show in this world by everybody. Ascharyavat pasyati kaschidenam, ascharyavat srunodanyadenam. You see, Ascharya is one of the important things. In that context also, you got the Subhaga, highly fortunate goddess Parvati. But why she is fortunate? Because she is useful. We should always consider ourselves really lucky when we are of some use to the others. Here also, Dadane Dinebhyaha Anisham Sriyam Asha Anusadrusi. So every day she is giving plenitude of wealth for all seeking people. That is Dina. So Dina Bandhu. Who is Dina Bandhu? Parameswari is Dina Bandhu. And Parameswara is Dina Bandhu. Because all people born are Dinas. Dina means always expecting help from others. And see, the word Daridra is used in the previous verse, and equivalent to that in a different word which Sankara uses is Dina Bandhu, or so Dinebhyaha. And moreover, he is giving the satisfaction and happiness, suitable desire fulfillment, and also trying to fulfill the expectations also. And in even Sri Suktam, Mahalakshmi is given the addresser. Napkamundevamma, do you remember? Akuti. So Akuti expectations and the desire. So desires and expectations are being given by Lakshmi Devi and Sri Devi. And there is no much difference between Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. They're all, though they are three Devis, but they have got the unified single function. So, Ashanu Sadrusi, that too, Ashanu Sadrusi means she will not dump wealth upon people. They know who is who, how much he will be able to digest or tolerate the wealth. Supposing you give to a beggar woman a pure silken saree, imagine, are you helping that beggar woman? No, you can give another ordinary saree, and that is no problem for her. Otherwise, police will catch. Where did you steal this silk saree? So that's why she knows commensurate to their eligibility, she will be granting. That's why Dinebhyaha Anisham. Anisham means always, constantly. And Ashanu Sadrusim. And Asha Sadrusi she is giving. And moreover, Saundaryam Makarvindam Amandam Saundarya Prakaram Aravindam Vikirati. See, Amandam means rich. Manda means poor. Amanda means rich. So Amandam Saundarya Makarandam. Saundarya is the fragrance. So nobody, no beautiful thing need to go to anybody and say, hey, look, I am very beautiful. No, the beauty and good fragrance, both are not necessary to be announced. If you write a monkey drawing, you need not write down the caption monkey. That itself indicates. So, like that, here also, amandam saundaryam. And what is the saundaryam? What do you call beauty to be? It's a makaranda. Makaranda means honey. So, the beauty is always honey. That's why in America, each other they call honey. So, husband calls honey and the other fellow is honey. So that honey word is directly used because it is not found. So honey and amandam dadana. And also prakara means samuham. Aravinda prakaram. Aravinda means the lotuses, and prakara is the samuha, and that it is going to spread that kind of fragrance and beauty of your feet, kvikarati. It is going to spread to all people. And then majjivaha karanacharanaihi nimajjan sakchananatam subhage yatu. Yatu is a verb here, that charane, subhage, charane. What kind of charane? Amandam saundarya prakaramaravidam vikarati te charane subhage amantava asmin mandarastabaka subhage majjivaha satcharanatam. Oh, that is, so another is, you see that you want to be a bee or madhupa hovering around the lotus. So normally the bees or they are all hovering over the lotus for want of the honey in them. In the same manner, see, here Shatpadam, you understand. What is Shatpadam means? In other words, what do you understand Shatpadam? Yes, anybody can tell me? Shatpadam is 6 feet.
Insects.
Ma?
Insects. Insects are
No,
being
okay, that's okay. What is extra meaning you are able to suggest? Shatpadam is 5 plus 1, 5 Panchendriyas. Mano, the Panchendriyas plus mind, but better mind. That's why it is called 6 feet. See, Shatcharana refers to 6 feet of the bee, but it is in other words 5 Indriyas plus Antakarana. And again, another verse also, Shankaracharya, when he writes poetry like that, it doesn't mean only the physical dictionary meaning. See, dictionary meaning does not give you happiness, is it not? It will give you when you little proceed, and that's why it is called poetical meaning. In poetry, we are always fond of the suggestive meaning, which people call, which the rhetoricians call as a dhvani, which people call as a vakrokti, which people call it as a auchitya, or which people call it as a rasa. So here, the Shatcharanata means I want to get very well engrossed like the bee at your feet, surrendering all my indriyas, senses, including my mind. So the charanas are so, Shankara calls probably the mind as the charana, wherefrom the other 3 become activized. If manas is suddha, the other 3 antakaranas are automatically suddha. What are the antakaranas? There are 4 antakaranas. What are that? Manasu, buddhi, ahankara, chitta. In Nirvana Shatka, it is said, Mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittam, naham. I am not manas, I am not, but Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. So like that, So manas is the most important base in everybody's person. If that manas is being properly checked and controlled, the other things automatically become pure. Similarly, in our six shad indriyas, I mean the shat, what is that? Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada and matsarya. So the matsarya is more connected. If you drop matsarya, the kama, krodha, moha, lobhas will become automatically checked. So when these 5 things are checked with the help of the 6th one, then you are really devoted truly. Then why you should be? Because unless you become a dina, you will not fall upon others. You understand? Unless you are in want of spirituality, you will not think of the gurus. You know, the gurus are those who guide you in the path of religiosity, or in the path of spirituality. So they call Sadguru or Jagat Guru, or gurus have got qualifications depending upon their power and eminence and shedding. Therefore, that Manu Garu has put Rita has put today, that today is a teacher's day. I don't know, in America, probably in America. In India, September 5th, they observe the teacher's day, Radha Krishnan. So the Radha Krishnan. So like that, Mad Jiva, that is, what is Jiva? That which is living in you. That is Antaratma. See, we have got, our body is only a traveler's bungalow. And in that, there is a Jiva. Without Jiva, the body will become Preta. When Jiva is Preta, when Jiva gets departed, the body is no use. It becomes Shava. Shiva, Shakti, Shava. Like that. So here, Mad Jivaha, the life living in me, within me, then it will be getting well engrossed in the form of be, and my indriyas are controlled, and therefore, Amma, your pada ambujam, that is your 2 lotus feet, are giving rise for the number of lotuses of that order and fragrance setting. So all those people born upon the land are the jivas, and the jivas are got the attributes, and all those attributes must be cut down so that you will just enjoy the devotion to Devi. And when you are devoting yourself to Devi, we are all dinas. Dinas are always dependent people. For example, a baby born is a dina, because baby cannot attend to it anything. There is somebody who has to take care of the baby until the baby becomes a little independent. I've been telling, the human baby is the most dependent baby upon the babies born in the world. All other babies are different, but this shouldn't be the problem. So if you recite this sloka for certain number of days or certain number of times, then this will add for the quick marriage. If there are any obstructions or doshas postponing or preventing the happening of the kalyanam in the house, if you recite this sloka 90, it will make them get alliances, confirmed alliances, because there may be some number of alliances like white clouds in the sky. The white clouds in the sky have no meaning to us. They don't give us rain. But if the rain were to come, Bhavani garu note, please note this. And you can advise your friend to make this 90th sloka number of times. Then some good alliance will come and marriage will take place. Because dadane dinebhyaha. So we have the expectations, we have the desires, and also she knows what kind of reward at what time, of what degree and measurement has to be given, she knows it. We cannot expect a windfall always. It's a nuisance to us. Suddenly, if you get some state lottery, you know, you are confused. Some people are there who get heart failure. If they get to know that they got some lottery ticket amount in their name, 6 lakhs or some crore, they will not be happy. Therefore, and again, this removes the evil and attacks, even for diseases to get rid of. This loka is very, very important. So I hope you understood everything here, that because she is a Subhaga, she can attend upon the Dinas. So, and moreover, what is her Saundarya or compassion? It is Amandam. It is never slow or laxity is there, always active, energetic, and then supplying. That's why Amandam Saundaryam. And also our feet is Prakaram Makaravindam, because Stabaka is flower. Subhage Yatu, Chane Yatu. Amma, may your charanas be like that, giving Sriyam to all the people. And please remember, I also want to be a bee. Bee is Dina. That's why the bee always go hanker after the honey. Is it not? So it will give you going over the flowers, honey. So this is a very powerful stanza. I hope you really followed it. So you can spread this for quick marriages, or any obstacles are there, they will be removed. Evil will be removed, attacks will be removed, and people will be happy. Now we go to the next one. And you see the Pada Varnana and Netra Varnana, Shiro Varnana, etc. are taking much time for Acharya in respect of Devi. But when it comes as a devotional and erotic lyric or Laghu Kavya, the direction of description and implication and significations will be different spiritually compared to the Mahakavyas, which are like Raghuvamsa or Naishadham or Magham, Maghakavya. Why I'm contrasting like this? Because there also the description goes for number of slokas. For example, Damayanti's richness of hair is being described in a length of 6 to 7 slokas in Naishadha Kavya by Sriharsha. So much was the rich other Kesha Pasha of that. But that there, the description direction is different. But here, the Pada Varnana or the Kara, the Hasta Varnana or anything like that will have a lot of religious, spiritual significance. Now let us read that. So, Kartikeyan, is it not? Please repeat this. Padanyasa Krida.
Padanyasa Krida. Padanyasa Krida.
Parichayamivarabdhum manasaha.
Parichayam ivarabdhum manasaha. Parichayam ivarabdhum manasaha.
Skalantaste khelam.
Skalantaste kelam. Skalantaste kelam.
Bhavanakalaham.
Bhavanakalaham. Bhavanakalaham.
Sa najahati.
Sa najahati. Sa najahati.
Atastesham siksham.
Atastesham siksham. Atastesham siksham.
Subhagamani manjira ranita.
Subhagamani manjira ranitaha. Subhagamani manjira ranitaha.
Chalada chakshanam.
Chalada chakshanam. Chalada chakshanam.
Charana kamalam charu charite.
Charanakamalam charu charite. Charanakamalam charu charite.
Look at the inspiration of Parvati's beauty, which has been visualized by our Acharya Shankara. So when he is describing like that, you also see that because these are all dhyana slokas. What is dhyana slokam? Dhyana sloka means you can imagine the god or the object of meditation could be like this. And the appearance of the Devi depends upon the manner how the bhakti goes. Therefore, here the another mode, see the description of the feet of Parameswari, and who is that Parameswari? She is a Charu Charite. She has got a beautiful character and conduct. Charita is the conduct. Charu Charita means Charu is beautiful. So Charu Lakshmi, you call it, Charu Lakshmi, Gaja Lakshmi, Kanti Lakshmi, Shobha Lakshmi. So you got all these names. They're all attributes for the Lakshmi. So here, that Lakshmitvam is being ascribed even for the character and conduct or the story. How you conduct your life through. If your character and conduct is good, you are respected all through the time. So, in descriptions, there are some Chakravartis and Maharajas and great people who have their charita all through noble. For example, take Rama and Ravana for our immediate use. See, Rama's behavior and conduct all through the life is Charu. But whereas Ravana's charita also is Charu, but big problems are here. Because that though he is a Mahabrahmana, he is a Pulastya Vamshodbhava, he has got so much of tapobalam and devotee to Shiva, but he has got a loose indriyas. Only one point in Sundarakanda, Valmiki Maharshi points out where Ravana has gone wrong. Only one sloka is there where the line of Ravana derailed. And because he thought of owning a married woman. All that women which we had got as wives, they're all accepted, volunteered women. But in case of Rama's wife, he desired, that was a disaster for him. Therefore, there is no such kind of disaster. So all through Devi, Charita is so beautiful. So Charu Charite, and again the Charana Kamalam, again the description goes about the feet. Can we imagine the feet could be described in so many words, but which will have a lot of wisdom, then spirituality, and also the physical meaning thereafter. So Charana Kamalam, Charanas are the feet and Kamala is the lotus. And see, Kamala, it is called because the lotus carries the influence of the Ka, water. So Kamalam is, Pada is exposed, the feet is exposed to trample down upon good, bad and different things. Burdanu tokkutamu, Pannirnu tokkutamu, and Pushpalanu tokkutamu. Is it not? So we are going to trample upon the flower way or fire way or whatever it is. Therefore, but you can get relief from the Ka. And here you see, Padanyasa Krida Parichayam Arabdhum Manasaha Skalantaha Te Khelam Bhavana Kalahamsa na jahati. See, Bhavana Kalahamsa means the royal swans which stay in the gardens of the great people. Nowadays there is no Hamsa. Hamsa is extinct now. But the Kalahamsas, they are called royal swans. They want to imitate the beautiful gait of Devi. You know, the fashion, cat walk, this walk, elephant walk, and the Gajagamana is elephant walk, cat walk, the Marjala. So like that, we have got so much of walking styles. And among the all walking styles, the walking style or the gait of the swans is really proverbial. Is highly standardized one. Like that, people describe the gait of the beautiful woman. But here it is ulta. Bhavana Kalahamsaha Skalantaha te Padanyasa Krida Parichayam Arabdhum Najahati. All the royal swans like to imitate and learn how to walk beautifully or gait, because the way you walk, the gait you have is a wonderful training for them to walk. Secondly, how that kind of walking style is being signified to the swans. As she walks, there is the Ranita Manji Subhaga Mani Manjira Ranita Chala. See, Subhaga, most beautiful. Mani Manjiras are the anklets, the jingling anklets. That's why they will be wearing that. So when they walk, the anklets producing the jingling sounds. The Ranita is Ranana, is this jingling sound. And Chala, they are just following that jingling sound of that, and they don't miss to imitate the gait of that Devi. See, Mani Manjira means the anklets studded with the gems, and also have got the bells which are generating the jingling sounds. And not only they are resonant, they are so much, but they are also Ranita. Ranita means resonant. So there is a resonance. And how is that resonance? Chala. Chala means cheating, as though it is cheating. And Achakshanam. So Sridevi Achakshana means instruction being given. You should walk like this. The swans are understanding from the jingling sounds the manner how they should have the gait. So that's what is called Achakshanam Iva, as though the resonance of the anklets of Devi which she is wearing. And the swans are most intelligent birds, you know that. And swans are religious, at the same time spiritual birds. And all Swamijis must have swan as their so they say Hamsa Acharya, then Paramahamsa Acharya. They are called Parivraj. Now our Kartikeyan has kept our Swami Chandrasekhara Swami Paramacharya, and he's also listening to my explanation. And he loves also Saundarya Lahari and Sivananda Lahari. And he has got his own explanations and suggestions to people, because that Paramacharya is very close. In fact, Goddess Kamakshi will be always with him, in him, on his lap. And so he may not know that, but some bhaktas who come see a small girl sitting in the lap of Acharya. Anyway, so here, that's why Achakshanam iva. Achakshana also means upadesha. So upadisati iva. So what is upadesha? I told you. Although you know mantra from your cassettes or from reading or anything, but you must want a guru to give you the initiation into the mantra. Although all children know Gayatri mantra, they depend upon their father to do the Brahmopadesha to him in a particular occasion. That's why we say Brahmopadesha Ahvana Patrika. What you do, spending so many thousands of rupees by the father just to gives you only one mantra. He says you into your ear the Gayatri mantra, and before he gives you the Gayatri mantra, he would have done some japa deposit, earnest deposit, and he will open Gayatri account for the son. And that Gayatri account is SB, savings bank, Gayatri bank. He has to increase it by doing a lot of that. So in this, He Charutarite, O Devi, known for beautiful conduct, your gait or the style of your feet is giving lot of sport to the mind. And this, the Bhavala Kalahamsa, the royal swans, without missing not a single resonance of the anklet, Krida Manasaha, they are sportive and they are just trying to catch up the Upadesha of the gate, not missing any event or anything, no slips. And how of what? Subhaga Mani Manjira. So that way, this mantra, if you recite for a number of times, it will relieve you from the unfortunate effects of evil. That is Graha Dosha Nivarana, and Rasi Suddhi, etc. will take place. In fact, in Lalita Sahasranam also, there are a number of sets of mantras for getting relief from the Graha Dosha or Vastu Dosha or any like that. And that's why the entire 1,000 names of Lalita covers all aspects, necessary for the happy, smooth run of human life or any life, animal life. Therefore, and again, if at all there is a tissue or issue, tissues Badha, and Badha just below the navel. Those people who have got problem, pain and other problems in the body, right from navel and below that, if this sloka were to be recited more number of times, they will be relieved of that. That's why it's called the piles or fissures or the sugar complaint or anything like that, kidney problems, etc. All of them will be really relieved by this sloka. So this pada, and what makes this is padanyasa krida parichaya. So every word deserves a great deal of explanation, but I am not going much deeper into this because it talks about the practice to slow, stylish walk modes. See, fast walking is not beautiful, and slow walking is beautiful. Is it not, Karthikeyan? That's why you observe all the fashion show channel shows you how beautifully they try to walk. See, fast cycling is no challenge. Slow cycling is a challenge for you. So that slow is beauty. Beauty is always long drawn. And therefore, what do you consider beautiful when it is slow? That's why it is called Amandam. And again, Manasaha Skaranta. So see, the mind is fickle, but the fickleness of the mind will be stabilized when you are making this slow walking. If you want to go very slow on your cycle balancing, imagine your mind. Going fast on your bicycle, imagine your mind. Because the balancing is automatic, but when you want to go slow, your mind must be attentive on balancing. That's exactly. So Shankaracharya is knowing a lot of balancing points. Equipoised mind, even mind also will have a lot of wariness. Wariness has got to be controlled, and then it's called as skalantaste khelam bhavana kalahamsaha najahati. The bhavana kalahamsas, the royal swans, because Lalita Parameswari lives in the bhavanas. That's why Ravanasura wanted to build a wonderful palace for Devi Parvati, not for Shiva. To get the approval to build a palace in Kailasam, it was a hard job for Ravana and Parvati and Ganesha and Subramanya. They sat upon the head of Shiva to give consent for the architect to start building a building. And Ravana got it built for him. But poor fellow, he asked that building after in the Gruha Pravesham, he asked as the Dakshina, the building itself, too much greedy. So what more? That's why Shankar is called Bola Shankar. He will not keep anything with him. If anybody, anything they ask, they give it away. Unfortunately, nobody will ask for his serpents or for his baking bowl or for the vibhuti or anything that Shiva has his body. Therefore, Shiva is safe. And there is least maintenance upon Shiva. He doesn't spend any one paisa even for his own, because when he's dancing, all of them should look to themselves. So now please repeat. Padanyasa krida parichayamivarabdhum manasaha.
Padanyasa krida parichayam ivaraptum manasaha. Padanyasa krida parichayam ivaraptum manasaha.
Skalantaste khelam bhavana kalahamsa.
Skalantaste khelam bhavana kalahamsa. Skalantaste khelam bhavana kalahamsa.
Na jahati.
Na jahati, na jahati.
Atastesham siksham.
Atastesham siksham. Atastesham siksham.
Subhagamani manjira ranitachalatu.
Subhagamani manjira ranitachalatu. Subhagamani manjira ranitachalatu.
Charanakamalam.
Achakshanam sharanakamalam.
Achakshanam.
Achakshanam charanakamalam.
Charute.
Achakshanam charanakamalam charucharite.
So you keep on reciting this to get rid of all sorts of problems in the body, light from novel below. And now the 92, Gataste manchatvam.
Gataste manchatvam. Gataste manchatvam.
Druhina hari rudreshwara bhrutaha.
Druhina hari rudreshwara bhrutaha. Druhina hari rudreshwara bhrutaha.
Shivaha swachchaya kapata.
Shivaha swachchaya katita kapata. Shiva swachchaya katita kapata.
Hadita prachada pataha.
Katita kapata prachata pataha. Katita kapata prachata pataha.
Svadiyanam bhasam.
Vadhiyanam bhasam. Vadhiyanam bhasam.
Pratiphalana raga arunataya.
Pratiphalana raga arunataya. Pratiphalana raga arunataya.
Shariri Srungaro
Shariri Shringaro. Shariri Shringaro.
Rasaiva Drusham
Rasaiva Drisham. Rasaiva Drisham.
Dogdhi Kutukam.
Dokti Kutukam. Dhokti Kutukam.
So I think you have been noting where I'm stopping and how you can make really, when you are reading, sense for yourself, and also make those people who are sitting, hearing your recitation, also understand.
Hmm.
So this mode is most important. And when this is done, that is, you read or recite, that you understand what you recite, and others who are sitting to listen to you also understand. And in addition, Devi or Devas, about whom we are singing their glory, they also follow it and become happy. So this is the object of the Parayana or Patana or Patha and all that. So I'll continue next class this sloka. Every sloka is very beautiful, and welcome for that. Now Shobha has put one again expiry date. I will try to work for that, and I think Bhavani will.